And we are live, guys. How you doing today, Clyde?
Not too bad. I hear something in the background. Who the hell is that?
Oh, I'm watching. I had Federico on.
Okay, well, you might want to turn that off before you get demonetized, or he starts
Yeah.
your channel.
Yeah, I just paused the video. I just was watching his new video. How's it going, Thomas? How you doing, Ken? What's up, Bruce? How you guys doing today? What are you guys all wearing in the comments? By the way, I'm wearing that Singularity watch. It's a pretty cool little watch. The one I sent you a picture of, Clyde.
Yeah, that is a watch. That is a cool watch.
And something I mean, one-handers have been done, but you don't see too many one-handers like this,
Yeah.
Because this has like the inner rotating, the actual minutes are rotate counterclockwise, whereas the actual, hour hand is clockwise. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I sent Blue Shirt a link, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, there we go.
How's it going, Bruce?
Good, Chris. How are you?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Just relaxing a little bit before work.
That's cool. We were just chatting on Clyde's channel.
Yeah, so Clyde was like, I didn't realize he was up.
No worries. We just bailed and came here.
Yeah, exactly.
Appreciate it. What you guys wearing watch-wise?
I got the bluesy on.
Okay.
I'm wearing the Apple Watch today.
Okay. But yeah. Let's see. We've got Peter on. How's it going, Amin? Amin, you want me to drop you a link, bud?
Hey, Amin. Great show last night.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Peter C., what's up?
But yeah, that's like I said, I was talking about that Singularity watch, Bruce. I think I sent you a picture, didn't I, Bruce?
Mm-hmm.
They're different.
Yeah, for sure.
Something you don't see all the time.
All right. And
what's going on, James? How you doing, bud?
Well, what's nice about that is just like there's so many people now. It's like I call them black Amex collections or lunch menu collections, where they walk you. It's like where you remember they used to have these things called restaurants.
I vaguely remember that.
They would serve food at meal times, and you could have a meal there, and someone would cook it and bring it to you. And
get out of here!
Yeah, I know. exchange for money. So in some of these ones, you choose an appetizer out of column A, you choose the main entree out of column B, and then this dessert or the side dish out of column C.
Interesting concept.
Yeah, there's so many collections, I think, and that just makes me think of lunch menu collections.
What's going on, Nate? How you doing, bud?
Yeah. There's that avatar. I just think of the avatar.
I noticed is that your Indian blanket on your avatar?
Yes, it is. Yep.
The infamous, the famous or infamous, whichever way you look at it. Indian blanket, huh?
Dead nephew blanket, yeah. And because it cut out enough around the periphery, I can put it up. Everyone who knows, they know what it is, but it just cuts off enough to keep it G-rated or PG-13. And I love this avatar.
Why? There's nothing wrong with thank you.
Sure. Right.
Man.
Oh. So anyway, I was just telling Clyde on his channel that Longines just came out with a gradient blue dial titanium case Longines the big aviation Big Eye today.
Nice. That's we're gonna pester Clyde to buy it.
Yeah, absolutely.
There is so much. Well, who was I talking? Well, it's Bear Clooney, who obviously, and Bear is not my favorite person on earth at this moment, to be honest, frankly. But I think he's on Mon Reviews, and he was talking about Longines. It's like, it pains me to say this, but I agree with him.
What's up, Jason? How you doing, bud?
Hey, Jason, what's going on, man?
I can send you the link if you want, Jason. If you're able to jump in, I don't know if you're at work right now or not. But yeah, that's the Longines has been coming out with a lot of cool stuff lately. A lot of brands have too, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this was really it's really cool.
Where did they advertise it at? Where did they feature it?
This was on SJX.
Okay.
Really nice looking watch. I mean, it's more expensive than the regular Big Eye, but man, it's nice looking.
No worries, Jason. But yeah, that's cool. I have to look into it, Bruce. I hadn't seen it yet.
Mm-hmm. Very cool looking
At least
watch.
On the plus side, at least it wasn't just Hodinkee.
Yeah,
Right.
And it's not a limited edition, right?
Correct.
What?
So it's available to the masses, Clyde.
It is indeed.
Of course, I'm looking on the freaking website, and it's not featured. It's just like,
it's just for even the regular Big Eye, it's such a good deal and such a good looking watch.
yeah.
You want a column wheel chronograph, you really can't go wrong.
Now, what size are those?
41.
Okay,
Yep.
that's not bad for a pilot's watch.
Yep.
No.
Not bad at all. I'd say around that price range, the only other contender would be what I did IWC probably for a pilot's watch.
IWC is going to be more.
A little pricier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything is going to be more, really. I think you'd have to go down. I mean, I think you'd have to go down on your AD.
How's it going, Slats, man? How you doing, bud?
Maybe Oris or Tissot or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That Tissot, that TRX has actually been kind of catching my eye. Have you guys seen that?
What is that? The new one with the integrated bracelet?
Yeah, the Gerald
Yeah.
kind of inspired one.
That's kind of cool looking.
I don't know how much it is. I hadn't looked up price. I'm guessing around 500 or so, probably 500-600.
I know it's starting out in quartz, but they somebody was saying last night that they are going to make a Powermatic 80 version eventually.
How's it going, Underachieving? How you doing, bud?
Underachieving. What's up?
But yeah, I didn't realize they were just starting out with quartz stuff.
Mm-hmm. But it's
Thomas,
we were looking at it on Amin's live stream.
Okay.
He pulled it up.
Which the quartz doesn't bother me if it's decently priced.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, was it quartz?
The Tissot is, Clyde.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Not the Longines. And then
the titanium Big Eye is 3,200 Swiss francs.
Yeah. But on the other, but for a titanium watch, that's not bad.
Exactly.
It's not. And considering the other that new Certina DS chronograph that I really, really like, that's like 2 and change, and that's that's just the a modified 7750. So
that's crazy.
Now, are we going to interview and talk to Cindy Certina about?
No.
Sorry. You knew the line that she was going to use, but I still laughed every time.
Yes.
All right.
Back to our regularly scheduled program.
Right.
So what's going on with you, Chris? What Do you have anything in particular? I just threw that out there because we had started talking
Yeah,
about it on Clive's channel.
that's cool. No, hadn't really have a topic, of course, today. Just figured get on, chat, see what everybody's up to. They said before going to work. So,
Gotcha.
but
Are you going to talk about the AD lawsuit in Chicago that everyone is literally talking about?
nah, I'll let everybody else talk about that.
Yeah.
So, but
It's not really going to change anything.
No, it's not. I mean, they could admit Rolex. The ADs could admit, and Rolex could admit, yeah, we totally knew that they're doing it. We don't give a fuck. We honestly don't give a fuck.
Can you imagine the army of high-priced lawyers that Rolex has?
I wouldn't even want to imagine.
Yeah.
I've heard it rumored. I've heard it whispered that they actually have, like, literally people that just go around all social media. It's almost like the NSA monitoring, looking and also looking for Rolex ads, or not Rolex, where people are selling Rolex watches and trying to, for like recent releases or brand new releases, trying to pull down, images of the rehout of the serial number or of the card and trying to figure out which AD sold this to a flipper.
Slatsman saying, you know what's strange? Romain's Rome went bankrupt last spring, but he keeps seeing new styles popping up on various sites.
Yep. No, there's a difference between. Oh. That Pepsi's not a bad one, actually, for the money.
Yeah, I love the Diet Pepsi. I kind of miss mine.
Around what, $3,900 you can buy and pick them up now, secondhand?
Yeah, something like that.
Reverso Duo Face is also a good one. I think that's unjustly overlooked as a GMT watch.
It's classic too.
Yeah.
And you can dress it up or dress it down, right?
Yep. Okay, this question obviously is for Bruce.
David SW. SW.
No.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you can't divulge company information. Got it.
He sells a lot of Rolex, Danny. That's how he does it. He sells a lot of Rolex. And he buys a lot of Rolex. Mark Goldberg has sold him numerous pieces. He makes it quick and easy.
Yep. And really, all you have to do is just pay slightly more than everybody else. And to sell, all you have to do is sell it for slightly less than everybody else. It doesn't have to be,
It's not rocket science.
No.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, you're talking about the Rolex Space Dweller. Then that kind of is rocket science.
Right. But, I don't know for sure because I've never personally dealt with David SW, but from what I've heard is that he is competitive with what he pays and pays maybe even a little bit more than some other of the secondhand dealers. That's just what I've heard. The Octo Finissimo, Thomas, as we've talked about that watch a lot, is a fantastic watch.
Yeah,
it's
my
gorgeous.
take on it. I would give the blue dial that I had in a while back for sure. I get the non-chrono, but I'm just not a chronograph guy. Chronograph is a great looking watch, so.
Well, I really have to stay kind of neutral about that since my kids are Octa Jews.
It's definitely a lot of watch for the money.
Right.
It's a cool watch.
Would you consider it hot horology?
Yeah. Of course, on the other hand, you look and see how impossibly thin. I mean, I think the only thing that really goes thinner is Piaget. And sometimes, it's almost like when you look at a really, really thin watch, it's almost like magical or something.
And it's a great alternative to Steel Sports from Rolex, I would say too. Wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Laureato, Octo, or Polo S.
That's a tough one.
That is. I'd have to go.
And we're not even going to go overseas anymore because that's off the menu.
Now the Polo S, you're talking about the Piaget, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You could also throw the Chopard Alpine Eagle in there too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's definitely a tough one. I don't know. I'm kind of biased towards the Octo because I've never really seen the other two. I would have to hold the other two in person just to take a pick.
Mm-hmm. I'd have to go Laureato. But the Chopard is really beautiful as well.
Yeah, Piaget is a good looking watch too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Polo's a fine looking watch.
And that's kind of one of those under the radar watches too. People don't know that you're wearing that much money on your wrist unless you're an actual watch person.
Danny Giamatti has joined the conversation late. I think Grand Seiko.
For GMTs, I kind of prefer Grand Seiko.
Yeah. Possibly the Diet Pepsi. That's Tudor. It's technically not Rolex.
I actually saw. Sorry to interrupt, but I actually just saw today somebody post up a Grand Seiko that I really like. I don't know if you guys are the SPG X341.
Where did they post it?
It was on Facebook.
Okay.
But yeah, if you look up the reference number SPGX 341, and it's actually not that bad. It's like $3,900. It's a white dial, no date. Of course, I like the no date. This model I had never heard of, but $3,900 secondhand, not bad.
Yeah. Well, and what is it? God, it was like Small Baby Gets Wiped 245, I think, SBGW. And that was like an entry-level manual wind, non-date Grand Seiko, JDM. And I actually thought that one for under 4,000 was a hell of a deal. You were getting a hell of a deal on it.
Mm-hmm.
And people were talking about, oh, the bracelet. Oh, shut the fuck up. Yeah, is the bracelet as good as a Rolex? No, it's not. But on the other hand, if the bracelet was that damned important, you'd be getting a Pelagos and then shutting the hell up about it.
Yeah.
I can appreciate the GSs for what they are, and I know they're fine watches. They just do less than nothing for me personally. I love the Diet Pepsi. GMT, Omega's got some good ones. Another favorite of mine is the Glycine Airman.
Mm-hmm. And that's definitely a lot of watch for the money too.
It is. Clyde is being snowed in, Danny.
Yeah.
It's cold here, but the sun's out in New York, and Chris is slightly north of where you are. So,
yeah, it's decent weather, decent-ish.
Thomas is bringing up a good one, the IWC Time Zoner.
Yeah. Is there a watch brand out there that you just will not forgive, or that you're prejudiced against?
I can't really think of one. Maybe in VMT.
Okay. No, I said a watch brand.
Squally.
Squally actually is not a bad watch. It just has a bad reputation with who kind of spooks them.
Like I said, to me, Panerai, because Panerai has pulled so much shit.
They have.
On it. Yeah, they have. And they deserve to be held in contempt for at least, I don't know for how long, but, and I think IWC, I think Tag Heuer.
Yeah, Tag to a lesser extent. IWC was just never telling anybody what movement they were putting in, and which
Tag Heuer is the
Panerai
same
did
thing.
and did the same thing and blatantly lied about it. Their recent shenanigans is that they pulled stop seconds out of one of their movements and didn't tell anybody about it. That's so low rent. I
Yeah.
can't stand that.
Hublot. Yeah. Nate.
I'm in
JCB,
the
what's up, man?
I'm in the minority when it comes to Hublot. I actually don't mind the looks of the Hublots, but I do feel like they are overpriced. That's part of the problem.
Yeah.
What's going on, JCB? How you doing, bud? What did Panerai do that was bad?
Well, there you go. Like I just said.
Yeah. Brooklyn Bridge, number one. They literally pulled a bait and switch. They put, for a premium luxury watch, they didn't even just put, of course, they're using ETAs, but they put in like a lower tiered ETA. Number one. And hit it.
And lied about it.
And lied about it. Putting in like the Luminor, basically taking out the screws, putting in to hold the lugs, putting in lug bars instead, drastically lowering the waterproofing of the watch of it, what had been a time-honored, revered dive watch, and just making it look like a dive watch. Also, cheapening the fuck out of it, but charging the same money and playing fast and loose with that. I think those are the two most readily. Those are the examples that come to mind the quickest right now. Also, and find iteration upon iteration of a watch that was just basically a tool watch based entirely off ETAs, and just milking the Paneristes, taking advantage of their client base, and just turning out endless iterations with just a little bit different. The Bronzo. This is super special. This is so special. Can't you see how special? We're only going to make a few of these in the bronze. It is going to be so special and so limited. Mm-hmm. And then like a year or two later, oh, yeah, well, okay, yeah, we did it again, but it's in a different dial color. It's still special, right?
Right. Well, I mean, they're just doing the same shit again with the platinum watch for $36,000 that's got the 70-year warranty. And next year they'll do a similar edition in steel and.
Well, and Panerai is probably looking to say, well, hey, Rolex can treat people like shit and get away with it. Why can't we?
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, it's like, look, come on, guys. The shittier Rolex treats their customers, the more they love it.
How's it going, Six Killer? How you doing, bud?
What's up, Six?
But yeah, I definitely agree with you on the Panerai there.
Yeah. IWC, and again, playing fast and loose and hide the salami with what kind of caliber it is. Tag Heuer, the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Tag Heuer, I think, is slowly. I think they're slow in the Link watch. Oh my God, the Link. That horror. But I think Tag Heuer is trying to work away from that. I think they're trying to pull themselves the pit.
Yeah, like the Altavia watch is not a bad watch, or the reedition of the Monza. They're both good looking watches.
Mm-hmm.
And Breitling.
Mm-hmm.
No, I did not. If I'd cared about the brand, or if I cared about the AD, Jean-Claude, I might. But to me, it's just like, that's like extra unpaid work.
Completely agree, Thomas.
Yeah,
Completely agree.
yeah, that's a good point. That would bring a whole new customer base to them
Yeah.
too. I think
Mm-hmm.
right around 3.5.
Oh, and also Panerai refusing to verify at the 8A.
Right.
And the reason why they could do that, the reason why they had to do that is that it was the counterfeiters could easily release a watch that was almost as good as Panerai in every conceivable way.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid, bad, easy for them. It wasn't even really a challenge for those guys to counterfeit it because it was just off-the-shelf ETA movements and big basic dials and big basic components. I think the only thing that caused them any sort of challenge was the locking mechanism for the crown on the side of the case at the Luminor Marina.
Right. You know, you kind of expect the German Swiss to be extra cunty, but with Panerai, they're the Italian Swiss. Is it laziness? Is it flat out deception? Is it a combination of both?
Is it disrespect?
Yeah.
Do they I think they disrespect their client base.
Yeah.
And hubris, I think. I think they're flying so high. At one point, they were even more popular. They're flying higher than Rolex was.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
And, that you actually had people that were collecting multiple levels of Panerai watches.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the other thing. It's just like Grand Seiko is kind of like Panerai. They will not release a watch that everyone wants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because they'll know then 90% of the market will get that watch, that one specific model, and they'll ignore everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why the Snowflake is on spring drive with titanium. If they put the Snowflake on just automatic or even a manual wind movement, and they just put it on steel, people wouldn't buy the upscale models.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Six Color saying, why does Tag get pooed on a lot? I think it's Clyde just brought up a good point on that.
Yeah.
About their movement issue and everything like that, calling it their own.
Speaking of which,
a lot of it has to do with marketing.
In just one moment. Sorry.
You good? I think a lot of it has to do with over marketing too. Like a lot of watch people.
Yep.
I think, which if you ask most non-watch people, that's probably one of the brands that they will bring up that they know besides Rolex. When you guys agree, was Tag
for sure.
Tag Heuer is the gateway drug.
Mm. And Thomas is nailing it once again. They need to bring out some new models.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's a gateway drug for sure.
Mm-hmm. And I actually don't mind the brand. It's just some of the stuff they do with their movements and stuff. Just like I had the Aqua Racer, that green dot one I had a while back.
Mm-hmm.
It's a decent watch. I mean, a lot of people knock the plastic on the the column mill case back or whatever. They knock that plastic on that on the movement, but I mean, you're not going to see that anyways, so it's not like.
Yeah, and I had a Monaco, and it was a fine watch. I enjoyed it. And
they got a lot of history too, the brand.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you're like into cars, like I am.
Mm-hmm.
They've always been really big into motorsports, but they said they definitely do need to bring out some new pieces.
For sure.
And they're starting to do pretty good with some of the re-editions, but some actual new models would be cool.
Yeah, yeah. Just just something different.
Yeah.
They need some fresh air in their range.
Yeah. Definitely. You think they would do good to release a dress watch, or do you think they would dress watches aren't as popular these days?
Yeah, I mean, literally anything can be a dress watch now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that that's not their genre.
Yeah.
Yeah, just something a little different.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I had to drop a massive Tag Heuer.
Thanks for sharing.
How's it going, Rooted Rudder? How you doing, bud?
Rooted, what's up, man? Good to see you.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah,
what other things? I mean, and I hate the term shit or watch. I think rip off. I think the term rip off is a more appropriate one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely, Six. Absolutely.
I agree with that, Thomas.
Yeah,
He's
that's a
saying that
good point.
Mason One said that they ought to split the two companies, Tag in the entry level and Heuer. It's kind of like Seiko does with Grand Seiko.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Well, that was the part of the Monaco that I liked, was that it was just branded Heuer, not Tag Heuer.
Mm-hmm. Which one did you have again, Bruce?
The Steve McQueen, the Caliber 11,
the golf one. Nice.
No, not the Golf.
Okay.
Just the plain blue dial Caliber 11.
Okay.
The Steve McQueen.
I gotcha.
I'm trying to figure out what the hell I did with my Tag with my Heuer avatar. Never mind.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, I think they just get a bad rap because of over marketing, and like I said, most non-watch people will know what Tag Heuer is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they've at least heard of it. They'll probably mention Tag Heuer, Rolex, probably Citizen, Seiko, of course, Casio.
Yeah.
But those are probably the main brands that they know, outside of.
Agreed.
Well, though, when you think about it, though, Tag is just simply, that's like U.S. Bank or whatever, or U.S. Investor, or Midwest Investors Group.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd just take Tag off the effing. I just remove them from, just do it Heuer.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Completely agree.
Simpler dial, among other things.
And they need to separate themselves from their sister brands, Hublot.
Mm-hmm.
Like Zenith is marching to its own drum, and that's a good thing.
Yeah. Well, it is now.
Yeah.
Up until recently, up until the last couple of years, it was
just
right.
El Primero.
And they were doing the skeletonized everything, and yeah. But they woke up, and like you were saying, it's a long-standing brand. It's what non-watch people. That's one of the brands that pops in their head, and they just need to do something different. Like Oris, they do that, bring out the nice new movement, but they plop it in an Aquas.
Yeah,
it's like, what the hell?
That they put side by side with a regular Aquas with a different movement.
Right. Put it in a brand new watch design.
Yeah, that is the epitome of laziness. It's not even a different color. If it's a special color or something like that,
right.
or an ice blue, know, or a gray.
Rolex has the chops to afford to be that kind of lazy. Oris doesn't.
No. Well, and again, never mind.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I want to say, but I'm going to fight.
I do.
Yeah, okay. With no overwhelming sense of entitlement. All right, fine.
And
what else? What else?
But yeah, that's that was definitely my take on Tag, though.
Yeah. Yep.
You guys about ready to call it an afternoon since we're
Sure.
on about 35 minutes now?
Sure.
Sure.
Appreciate it, guys. Thanks everybody for joining in the comments. I got to start getting ready for work here shortly, unfortunately.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yep.
Thanks for
All right,
having us
guys.
on, Chris. We appreciate it.
Thanks for coming on, guys.
Be
Yeah,
well.
you're welcome.
Thanks everybody
Take care.
for joining in the comments. See you guys.
Yeah, later, fellas.